I felt uneasy as I approached the secure dementia wing for the first time. It was chaos in isolation. Smells of medicines, antiseptics, bodily odours, flowers, urine and faeces. The strong smells took me the longest to get used to.
Music alone shall live, music alone shall live, never to die. It's a good one. You are good. Come here, come and sit.
I knew that in order to make music with these people who were living with dementia, I would have to come to terms with this cacophony of stimuli.
Hi Nancy. Hello Ray, ray of sunshine.
And Ray is a ray of sunshine.
Hello Tom. Nice to see you, Tom.
And Tom has a beautiful smile. I looked for ways to involve each person in creating the music, whether it was a look, a voice, a tap of a foot, a clap of a hand.
Running round and round the house, I say, la cucaracha, la cucaracha.
As we sang, played and moved together, there would be a twinkle in an eye, and smiles would spread between us and embrace the secure dementia wing. I would often leave feeling more positive and alive than when I had arrived.
Because her ways of doing music are very different to the traditional ways of doing music, and I thought this was... I thought it was a little bit strange, to be honest with you, at first, and thought, what's this all about? What's this going to help?
I was trained in something called creative music therapy, and I was inspired by that method in actually working with people and inviting them to join in with the music. So when I'm doing my music, the music with people with dementia, I'm connecting with people. And so I've got to know each person. One person that I get a lot of joy from, her name's Barbara.
Hello to you, Barbara.
She's full of contradictions. She's very verbal. She has a wit, and she has a love of music.
Barbara, who she really does get into it, and I remember the first day that I came along, she was really grouchy, and she kept saying to me, I don't know why we do this, I don't know what I'm doing here anyway, and why do I have to keep singing these damn songs?
She's got all the animals.
Okay. Because she said, do I know you? And I said, yes, you taught me a song.
We'll see you later.
And she said, oh, I did teach you a song.
It's okay. Thank you, sweetheart. Mama is a beautiful singer. She has been singing all her life. And she's singing around the house. Around this way. It lifts me. Yeah. Not that I'm a rap song. No. I'm all just a cheery. Or maybe go and sing to the animals, darling. No. Got nothing, kids.
All right, see you, sweetheart.
Thank you, Norman.
Barbara on the way to her abode. Agitated water calming with the sounds of music. Music that is just as important as God. Thank you very much. So why are people singing these old songs over and over anyway? Ah, so beautiful. Thank you for coming. Barbara didn't want to come to the music. As I sang from a distance, she looked my way. Her lips started moving and she joined me in song. She is great to have in a music-making group because she readily sings. With singing, she is animated. She directly interacts with others. She has things to say. She remembers words of the songs. She has comments to make about what is going on.
A lot of times ask you.
That's too good. But do you like music?
And you're a lovely one too.
Oh, perish far under the sky,
Down there, are you?
never to die. Now, how's that one?
That's beautiful. You met Barbara's husband, Lil?
Yes, I love Lyle.
He's a lovely.
He's going to give her the big deed of divorce and marry me. Oh, young Lyle.
Don't hold your breath, love, because there might be a murder before.
Yeah.
She can tell you the words of songs, tell you if you leave a word out. Can't remember. She can't remember that she was singing 10 minutes ago. That indicates the route to my apartment. That's the words of that song. She taught them down there in Sea Wing.
I heard the students about an hour ago and want to have a little nap? Expire. Patiently. Not permanently.
I like to go into the nearer presence of God.
Due to doing this music therapy program, we've actually noticed what a difference music therapy and music makes in the residents' lives. So we've actually incorporated a music program for every day of the week.
Fred and I have a lot of fun making music together.
Yeah, my father, Fred, has been in Sea Wing for about 2 years. He loves to sing.
Very few words, hardly any, he will say. But he'll also sing the words. But he sings in a great rush, and so it all comes out. So sometimes it's like a bolt of, like this bolt, like this comes out of his mouth when he sings, which, you know, it's like being at a rock concert, or, you know, these guys who sing today with all this great energy. It's just like that, so it's quite overpowering for people. And when he's singing like that too, there are other people react in the group to that. And some people are a bit shocked, you know, and some try and stop him. So what's your favourite thing, Fred? What do you like the most? What do you enjoy doing? You know what I enjoy doing with you? Singing. Fred throws me a power full of sound. It's alive with his strength and frustration. Then he is off, scatting as I marvel at his melody, his grin from ear to ear, his cheeky release as another Powerball flies free and meets the song. He sits calmly again. So what sort of singing have you done in your life? Where did you grow up, Fred? Where did you grow up?
Joy?
Newcastle.
Newcastle.
Where'd that
Did you sing when you were a lad? Did you sing when you were young?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to sing together this afternoon, Fred.
He was a TAFE teacher and he was really well loved. He's always getting the presents at the end of the year. The kids always loved him because he's a real tell all the stories, you know, all the stories from all his younger days. But just to see him not talk like that anymore was Really, sad to see. We used to do remedial maths teaching in the prisons. Just to sit with him, say your name. He always remembers me, but just I ask him too many questions. Music's really good.
We all respond to people when they connect with us, the care and interacting with them. But it's a really difficult thing, but to find a way to really connect with people who have dementia is not easy.
But music does.
Music does. So music is a way of connecting, but that's not the only way. There are some, and some people have more of a knack than others too, just in their personality and their humour. So it's interesting, if you go into a dementia wing and you step into their world, and music can do that, but also by just, some people can just sit there and listen and go on a creative journey with that person and enter whatever reality they're in, and then the connection can happen. But music definitely does it.
Yes, they are.
I go in and I invite them to sing and to make music with me.
Hey Fred. Hello. How are
The basis of it is them engaging and actually taking part in the music.
Hello, Nancy. Hey, he's playing the guitar. It's so good to be.
I would set about with the people in the dementia wing, creating a situation that would be the best possible one for people to make music together and to experience the benefits of making music with each other.
Music, music everywhere. Hello, sweetheart. Oh, I don't know. I'll just finish saying hello to everybody and then we'll see. Good afternoon.
As the approach I use with the music is a holding space as well. One of the aspects is actually like setting up a ritual, in effect, that people would then associate with making music and feeling secure and feeling held in the space. When I first would go into the dementia wing, when I first started doing the music therapy, I would just go into their open space and I would make music with them, with whoever was there, and people would come in and out, and we would, just by doing the music, it would create a space. And in the way I did it, I would always start with a song that was a beginning song, like singing hello to people and getting them to sing hello back. And we would create that song together. And at the end, we would sing goodbye to each other. So I would use a song that they knew, so that then we could interact with each other and sing goodbye to each other.
Hello, everybody. Oh, Robert. Hi, Robert. How you going? Oh, I thought I heard somebody clapping. That was you, huh? How are you? Just that. Okay. Oh. How are you today?
By the end, usually people are all sitting down and they're actually calmer and they're taking note of what's around them. And they will be listening to each other.
And I really don't know what else you can use to do that on a larger scale. By using the music, it is both a distraction, it can be a calming thing for them, it's an enjoyable thing, so it takes that angle away. Some of them just go to sleep, which helps too, of course, getting their rest. 15 residents that are sundowning, and you can bring them into a community music situation where you've got a smile on their face and they're not restless, then that's a huge benefit.
For people that are watching the movie that don't know those residents, a lot of those residents are really, we're talking end stage dementia, certainly with different dementia illnesses, and we know that. Whereas a lot of people that may watch this video would not know that these people are unable to do a thing for themselves, that you cannot have a conversation with, and yet they can recite an entire song and have a face with a smile on it, or tears, or obvious pleasure, or get up and dance where normally they'll wander aimlessly, or get up and dance with their wife when that was probably the best moment I've had down on Seawim, was that I went down to watch a music therapy session, and there was a husband and wife. Well, the wife wasn't there at the time, the husband was. He was part of the, of the group, and he started dancing, and then his wife walked in, and he recognised her and went straight over, grabbed her and started dancing. That was worth $1 million. Oh, fantastic.
I first met Maureen this year.
Hello, Maureen.
She would be there in the music when I went to do music on a Saturday afternoon before I'm making this film. And she would just sit staring blankly.
Hello, Amy. We might sing together.
She didn't respond. And then one day she looked at me and I made eye contact with her until there was a smile there. Like I'd start doing music and she would break into this great big smile. And she would, join in with the music with her foot and moving. And this happened for about the first month of shooting it. She would be smiling and then one day she said something.
Yeah. You know what? I've got you.
It's hard for her to communicate through speech. It's a way of her to kind of show us that she still wants to have fun and, enjoy time with one another. So I think that the music for us of late has been an excellent way to enjoy our time here. It's a really good tool to actually get her just to settle a little bit, but on the other side of it, it's a good tool in which to actually really perk her up, make her happy. She gets her shoulders going and it's really nice to see it.
She said some words that sounded like a particular song and we sang the song that the person who was talking to her thought that she'd said, and that was the song that she really liked, and she broke out into a great big smile and she ended up dancing. Maureen's eyes fill with light as she smiles. Her being is music. She comes out of her isolation into melody, into island and dance. She moves with the rhythm, a huge smile drawing us to her heart. Now, this happened before I talked with her daughter. And when I talked with her daughter, I found out that music was a big part of her life. And that still, her daughter would take her home and they would put on all the music from the 50s and 60s, popular music. And they would